Namaste and welcome to Pramanik Astrology channel. Today we are going to talk about Moon through Ashwini Nakshatra. Yesterday we talked about Sun through Ashwini Nakshatra. Sun is the planet which represents soul. Okay, Sun is a celestial king which shows yourself. Okay, and Moon is the next phase of evolution. It's the manas, it's the mind. Moon is like a queen. Queen is usually the social face of the king. King has to be disciplined and has to distance himself most of the times from the subjects, and he cannot mingle into the people. But queen on the other hand is like a mother to the kingdom. So moon is the planet which represents your mother. Moon is also about your emotions, your desires. We have a free will. We can do whatever we want. Yes, that's true. Our free will creates our destiny. But our destiny, which is free will, our choice, is influenced by our desires, our decisions. And our decisions are influenced by many other things like your emotions, your association, or your subjective approach towards certain things. Okay, you like certain things, you don't like certain things, that's why you do or you don't do those things, right? So moon is the key planet to change your destiny. That's why Saturn, the transit of Saturn, the Sarasati is always calculated based on the moon's placement, like the Saturn's placement with respect to moon. Moon is super important. We oftentimes overlook moon and sun, or just confine them, or just restrict them to just moon sign and sun sign. But when you try look at these different perspectives, different angles, and different information about these planets, you get to know a lot more about these planets. So moon is super important. It's mind, it's your ability to judge things, and the tricky part is it's always fluctuating. One day you will like certain things, other day you won't like that. Okay, we are always evolving, and that's why it is the fluctuation which is the key signification of the moon. Okay, and there are many other significations of moon as well. Moon is your emotions, your mother, your private life, and all those stuff. I have made a separate video on moon signification and already covered moon through the houses and all that stuff. You can go and watch those videos. I'm not going to repeat that here. But yes, moon is super important planet, and when it comes to emotions and feelings, moon is the planet. Let's talk about moon in the nakshatra of Ashwini. Ashwini Nakshatra, or the first sign of the zodiac Aries, is extremely curious sign because it's the first sign of creation. It's the time when you are curious about everything else because you're new here, right? So Aries has that childish or childlike, not childish, but childlike curious mind. Okay, and that also reflects into the Ashwini Nakshatra. Though you should not connect Rashis and Nakshatras too much. Okay, these are two different things altogether. But as these Nakshatras are placed into these signs, I'm referring to them as in context with those Rashis. Okay, but those are way two different things. Okay, please do not confuse it. But to get started into these nakshatra thing, those Rashis significations will help you to identify the area. Okay, so Ashwini falls into the Aries part, 0 degrees to 13 degrees 20 minutes of Aries. Now we are talking about moon in Ashwini nakshatra. Moon is about the fluctuation and fickle mindedness, and we call it chanchal, right? And Ashwini Nakshatra is the nakshatra which is impulsive nakshatra, which is quick nakshatra. Ashwini Nakshatra is about taking quick decisions and quick actions. Now, the planet of fluctuation comes into the nakshatra of impulsive nature. So, these people have to be careful and have to guard them against being impulsive. They have to be consistent with whatever they start. Okay, because these people, person with the Ashwini Nakshatra moon always want new things in life. They oftentimes get bored with the older things. They always want new things. Moon in Ashwini Nakshatra. Moon is the planet which is about the fluctuation, and Ashwini is the nakshatra which is about impulsive actions. Ashwini Nakshatra people oftentimes take quick decisions, impulsive decision, and sometimes they might regret those decisions, but they have the power to initiate, they have the power to start things, right? So the planet of fluctuation comes into the nakshatra of impulse or impulsive nature. They have to guard them against being impulsive. They have to be consistent, they have to be patient, they have to be, you know, easy while taking action. They should not jump from one project to the other, from one initiative to the other. They have to take that initiative to the logical end before they jump on or before they start the next one. Okay, this is the key take home message for Ashwini people. Okay, now the planet of feelings is coming into the nakshatra, which is about again the youthful energy. Ashwini Kumara, you won't believe, but has the vitality. That's why they call the horsepower. Okay, horse is a youthful energy, and the planet of the mind and feelings, emotions is coming into the nakshatra, which is about the health and vitality. So these people oftentimes are careful about their health. Okay, another thing about Moon Ashwini Nakshatra is these people have a great interest into the alternate medicines or healing in general. Okay, they may not always be into the medical field, but they will always keep reading about Ayurveda, about other medicines which are energy medicines, or all the kinds of healing processes. They'll be highly involved into these processes. Moon in Ashwini Nakshatra gives person great intuitive mind. These people have great gift of intuition and understanding things before they happen. They have that intuitive and psychic abilities. Okay, next, another thing, Moon is the planet of mother. The planet of mother comes into the nakshatra, which is about healing and all those quick fast actions. So when you have Moon placed into the Ashwini Nakshatra, you start your journey in Mahadasha of Ketu. Your first Mahadasha will be the Mahadasha of Ketu. Why? Because the Lord, the Dasha ruler of the Ashwini is Ketu. So you will have 7 years of Ketu in your early childhood. The moment you begin your journey into this world, you will be under the influence of Ketu, which is a spiritual planet, but at the same time, it's an unusual planet. So, in the childhood, these people will have unusual experiences with respect to the nourishment from the mother. Okay, there will be some unusual things happening around their mother and the home circumstances. For these people, there is something unusual about their mother. Okay, and what is that unusual? Nobody knows, only he knows it, because it goes to the story of Sanjana, which is the mother, which is the wife of Sun. Okay, so this is how you have to learn those stories of nakshatras and get the essence from it and apply it in your life to get most out of it. Now let's talk about the padas in Ashwini Nakshatra. Ashwini Nakshatra ranges from 0 degrees to 13 degrees 20 minutes. Okay, and it has 4 padas: Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer. The first pada of Ashwini Nakshatra is Vargottam pada. So any planet placed in here will give you great result with respect to its signification. Okay, so we have Moon placed into the first pada. So we have Aries Moon in D1 and Aries Moon in D9, Vargottam Moon. Okay, so you will see a person who is highly evolved, and who is action oriented, who is a passionate person. Moon in Ashwini Nakshatra makes person passionate. At the same time, it also makes these people spiritual. Now you have to go back to the story of Sun and Sanjana, and you will get a lot of clues about the qualities or the characteristics of the Moon Ashwini Nakshatra people. Okay, so the next pada of the Ashwini Nakshatra goes into the Taurus Navamsha. Here, Moon becomes exalted. Moon in the Taurus sign gets exalted, and it gives great result with respect to the Taurus significations. At, and it also makes that person spiritual, because now Moon is operating in its higher form, is operating from its higher planes. Okay, and Moon is the planet of mind, right? So it does great into the Taurus sign as well. The first pada is Vargottama, second pada is exalted, the third pada is again about the youthful interactions. Ashwini Nakshatra and the, the horses of the Ashwini are oftentimes the signification of youthful energy, which resonates with the Gemini. Gemini is a light-hearted energy, but Ashwini Nakshatra reciprocates well with this Gemini energy. So if you have Moon placed into the third pada of Ashwini Nakshatra, you will you will see a person who is having all the Gemini quality, coupled with the strength, vitality, sharpness, and quickness of Ashwini. Ashwini is quick and fast. Fourth pada of Ashwini Nakshatra. Fourth pada of Ashwini Nakshatra goes into the Cancer Navamsha. Okay. Now here, Cancer Navamsha is the ruled by Moon. Okay. So Moon in the first house, in the first pada is Vargottama, in second it's exalted, in the third it's youthful, and in the fourth one it's in its own sign of Cancer. So again, it will have all the compassionate qualities of Moon. You will experience the emotional sides and the feeling side of the emotions. Fourth pada of Moon, fourth pada of Ashwini Nakshatra goes into the Cancer Navamsha. Here, Moon is going into its own Navamsha. Cancer is the sign ruled by Moon, so you will experience all the higher qualities of Moon in the Cancer Navamsha. Cancer Navamsha is all about the feelings and emotions. We oftentimes say that Moon is emotional planet, Moon is about feelings, because of the Cancer sign, not because of the Taurus sign. Cancer is the sign of emotion, and you will see that Cancer is the sign which comes into the fourth house in the natural horoscope. What is natural horoscope? First sign in the first house. Aries ascendant is the natural horoscope. So the fourth house comes into the fourth sign. Fourth sign comes into the fourth house. So it is one of the Moksha Trikona houses. So your love or your bhakti is more about the eighth house, which is devotion. But again, that love and compassion is what the Cancer sign represents, the water element sign. Okay. Now, Moon comes in here, makes a person extremely emotional and lovable. So yes, this was Moon in Ashwini Nakshatra, as much as I could hold, grasp and share with you guys. If you want to learn Vedic astrology, join me on 33 days Vedic astrology bootcamp. Link is in the description. If you want to deep dive into Vedic astrology, these two videos on your screen will help you to deep dive into Vedic astrology, sending you tons of positive energy, sending you high vibrations. See you in the next videos. Love and peace. Namaste.